The defense has rested its case in the high-profile U.S. trial of a former lawyer who is accused of murdering his wife and son. Alex Murdaugh, 54, a now disbarred South Carolina attorney, has pleaded not guilty. The trial, now in its sixth week, has heard claims of corruption, opioid abuse and a failed hitman suicide plot. Jury deliberations are expected to begin later this week. Here's everything you need to know. A veteran personal injury attorney, Alex Murdaugh is the heir to a legal dynasty that has held sway over South Carolina's Lowcountry region for more than a century. On 7 June 2021, he reported finding his wife Maggie, 52, and son Paul, 22, dead near the dog kennels on the family's sprawling estate. No arrests were made for more than a year. But Mr. Murdaugh was indicted last July on 2 counts of murder and 2 counts of possession of a weapon while committing a violent crime. He has insisted he was not involved in the deaths, but state prosecutors argue he shot the pair at close range with a rifle and shotgun. If convicted, he faces 30 years to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Prosecutors chose not to seek the death penalty. The Murdaugh name is an extremely big name in the area, said Susan Williams, a local criminal defense attorney not involved in the trial. This is the biggest case that I've ever seen, here, in my lifetime. Mr. Murdaugh is separately facing a wave of financial charges, including allegations he embezzled millions from the family-founded law firm at which he was a partner. Prosecutors allege he murdered his wife and son to distract from his vast misdeeds and gain sympathy. They called more than 60 witnesses over 4 weeks in an effort to poke holes in Mr. Murdaugh's alibi and expose numerous inconsistencies in his version of events. Investigators never found a murder weapon, but the prosecution built its case using circumstantial evidence including mobile phone data and gunshot residue. They also used a video taken by Paul minutes before he died, in which Mr. Murdaugh can be heard in the background and has since confessed to lying about not being at the kennels that night. This has been a long, exhaustive investigation, but you will reach an inescapable conclusion, that he murdered Maggie and Paul, lead prosecutor Creighton Waters said in his opening statement.